want to take a minute because I only have a minute. I was thinking if we kept on with this, Jack was going to have to serve another year. When I first walked into the meeting, Barb Schmal ran up and hugged me and said, "Are you ready? Are you ready?" She's ready to not eat. I just have a couple of things moving forward. We've talked a lot about membership and how important that is, and how it's important for those of you who are here to talk about not only our organization, but how great it is to be at an annual meeting. And you're going to hear some possible really good news about that in a few minutes. I wanted to talk just for a minute about branding. A lot of us have what I like to call logo attachment disorder. When you think about, I'm not going to ever ask you to get rid of your painting shirts or your t-shirts or your favorite sleeping shirts or whatever just because they have a cross and flame on them. But something has happened in the church and it's breaking a lot of hearts, and a lot of people are upset about it on both sides of the aisle. And this is also true within our organization. But when people are talking about nomads and they see the cross and flame, they're doing a connection. So we've done a lot of the internal work on this change. Where the bank accounts and all the paperwork, that background stuff, we need to start moving our branding a little bit and just to start thinking about that. And we're not going to ask you guys to do anything until we get our house in order, which is basically our banners, our signage, all of our paperwork and our forms and stuff. So that's going to happen this year. We're really blessed with the new board because we've got 3 awesome tech guys coming up through, and so you're going to see some really good changes happening there. God builds teams and God builds this board, and we have the right people in the right places to help with that. Just to tantalize you a little bit, a couple of things that we've talked about have been some ideas, because our demographic is changing. What are the other reasons that people aren't joining or people aren't serving on projects? A couple of things that we've talked about is taking our 3-week projects and letting there be 1-week signups, so that people who are still working can join our organization and maybe go on a mission trip on their vacation. Or people can bring their kids. And that's grown kids, or even we're toying with the idea of then this wouldn't be across the board, this would maybe be 6 projects across the country where you could bring your grandkids. I'm thinking, listening to Tammy talking about this and this awesome picture of all these kids on mission. How do you get a kid to have a heart for mission? You take them on a mission trip. Can we do anything with that? So those are just some of the things that the board is toying with. This isn't hard and fast. I don't want you to get upset and, resign nomads or anything over this, but because we're also going to ask for your input on this. Kevin's leaving. So the other thing we're going to do is work on some surveys and things. So keep reading that weekly newsletter, because we're going to ask your opinions on this. This is all about all of us, okay?